It's time to say goodbye to those zeros and find your heroes. Let's release karmic relationships once and for all with this Capricorn full moon. Hello, beautiful friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am certified life coach Sage, and this is a channel where I like to combine my intuition and love of reading the cards with my education in life coaching and psychology to bring you guidance and tools that you can use to create your best life possible. Today's video message is going to be all about releasing those karmic relationships from the past, finding healing from any traumatic experiences that you may had so that you can move forward into this Lionsgate portal happening on 8/8, embracing that new positive karma that you deserve. Let's get right into it. We're going to have 3 group options today. Group 1, your pile selector card says, "Let me hold you," card number 7. Group 2, your card says, "I sometimes wonder if you care," card 13. Group 3, your card says, "Listen with your heart." As always, this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Not everything that I say, not every example that comes to mind may resonate with your life, and that's a-okay. However, the energy will still be the same, so take that energy and apply it to your life as it fits. If you'd like a more personalized reading, feel free to reach out to me at my email address listed down in the description box below. Use your intuition to decide which group or multiple groups are calling out to you. You can choose a different group for different relationships. And also, these relationships can be romantic, platonic, with family, even within your career or business. Use it however you would like to use it, all right? And I will see you at your selected piles. Hello, Group 1. You chose the card, "Let Me Hold You," card 7. This will be your message about releasing those zeros and finding your heroes, moving on from karmic relationship cycles and moving into a more positive, blessed karmic relationship phase with this 8/8 portal. So before we get into it, there's a couple things that come up. So as I was thinking about the topic to record today, this topic randomly came in, so I knew I had to do it. But also, the song that kept coming into mind was "You're All I Ever Needed" by NSYNC. But then also, right as I'm about to start recording your pile, my dog starts to bark. And to me, the barking is like a warning message. So to put that bark with the song that came out and "Let Me Hold You," I feel like there's been this energy perhaps within this relationship that you are thinking of. It could be romantic, could be platonic, could be with a family member, could be with a coworker. There's this energy of where it was like maybe there are some red flags going off. Maybe it's been sort of this like push and pull type of relationship. It could have been an on and off type of thing. It could have been like, I love you 1 minute, I can't stand you the next minute. Just very alarming sort of situation where it was like, I was getting the energy almost like you didn't know which way was up sometimes. You didn't know where you stood in relation to this relationship sometimes. And that doesn't have to be the case for all of you. Once again, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. But if that was you, just know that that is coming in for further confirmation for you to let you know that you selected the correct pile. So I'm going to shuffle some tarot cards to get some more insight into the situation, just for more confirmation on what could have been going on in this relationship. Right away, though, we do have this number 7. So in numerology, that's telling me that this was a very spiritual, karmic type of relationship. Once again, maybe didn't know which way was up. Could have maybe felt like you were going crazy sometimes. Maybe felt like, like at times things seemed great, things seemed wonderful, but then at the same time, in an instant, things were just not working out. Like this person could seem hot and cold, or this situation could just seem hot and cold, where they would love on you 1 minute, let me hold you, and then couldn't stand you the next. We have the Hermit in reverse showing up. Card 9. I'm getting that as long as you were in this connection, there is no growth. There is like, you could have been trying to grow. You could have been trying to mature within this connection. You could have been trying to grow with this person in some way. And there just wasn't, you could never get anywhere is what I'm getting. We also have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It was like you were trying to begin something new, trying to start something that you felt could be solid, but there was never any sort of solid footing within this connection. It was like things would begin just to halt again. Or you could have felt like you were taking 2 steps forward just to take 10 steps back. It just is very just tumultuous, like whenever it would begin, it would already be over. Whenever you thought that you figured this person out and you were giving them what they wanted, you found out it wasn't what they wanted at all. Just a very hard energy to maintain for very long. And you could have even had this energy of like, just let me hold you, just let me be with you. Almost like begging, almost like pleading, like, I love you, I would do anything for you, just let us be happy together, let us do this thing together. Apply that to your life as it fits. I feel like this energy, whatever it was, it kept you in this stagnant place. Like, no, there was no growth. There was no expanding past where you were. You could have felt like there was a lot of bad luck around you during that time. Like, no matter what you tried, you never got ahead. Or even when you did get ahead, something else will go wrong. And it could have put you in this energy also of never knowing which way to go. We have fork in the road coming out. Like decisions needing to be made, but never knowing what to do. And that's where you're at right now, Group 1, is you are at a fork in the road. This Capricorn full moon happening on July 21st is giving us that energy. You know, we can feel the energy a week leading up to it and a week afterward. And this energy is actually going to be carrying us into this 8-8 Lion Gates portal happening on August 8th. And it's giving us the opportunity to make a choice. To shit or get off the pot, so to speak. To stay where we're at, or to finally close the book on this chapter of our lives and move forward. And you're being afforded just that opportunity. Let me read this card for you. 13. It says, you've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love, or to remain isolated? To go deeper and commit to mutual passion, or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do. Invest and give, then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone. or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. The prosperity message says, you've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're faced with a choice. Inherent in this choice is the need for change, for evolution, and for bettering of your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. Who do I need to become? And what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction. For the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you toward your well-being. So as I was reading that relationship part, the message came in that for some of you, the karmic part of whatever this situation is, it might not necessarily be this other person. It could be you dealing with your own internal struggles. This person, they could be the one saying, let me hold you, just let me love you. But for reasons only known to you, due to traumas in your past, due to feelings of unworthiness, due to self-sabotage, you could be the one in this push and pull struggle. You could be the one who's refusing to grow with this person. Apply those energies to your life as it fits. I mean, it could go either way right now. But with this energy of the full moon going into this Lionsgate portal, it is affording you the opportunity to choose a path, to take a moment, to take a pause, and really evaluate where it is that you want to go, who you want to be, and what you need to do in order to achieve that. Can you achieve that by being with this person? Can you grow within yourself by being with this person? Or do you feel this person will hold you back? Can you be happy being with this person? Can you be happy being in any relationship at the moment? We have your 13 here reducing down to a 4. Ultimately, what it comes down to is you're being called to really take a pause and think about what is going to give you the most sense of balance, stability, and security within your life. And go after that. Move in that direction. Does this relationship give you balance, stability, and security? If not, it might be time to walk away. If you need to take time to find that balance and stability and security within yourself, do so. Your crystal card that's coming out is the petalite. Who needs it? The perpetually frazzled, the cerebral, type A workaholics. When to use it? When freaking out, or to prevent that. Put the phone on Do Not Disturb, hold lepidolite in each palm, and just let yourself be for 5 minutes. Relax the muscles between your shoulder blades, lengthen your breaths, and let go of all the drama. It wasn't yours to begin with anyway. Enter your chill zone. So, how do you move on and leave these zeros behind and find your heroes? Enter your chill zone. I was just saying, take a moment to take a time out and reevaluate things. Really look at your life, where you are now, where it is that you want to go, who you want to become. Are you already the person that you want to be? Is this relationship in your life holding you back? For some of you, it's coming to an understanding that this relationship was holding you back from who you wanted to be. It is holding you back from who you wanted to be. And that is the closure that you need in order to move ahead. For others of you, this relationship has been long over and you've been playing it on repeat in your mind of why didn't it work? And for some of you, the answer might be you. And that may also be the closure that you need. But knowing that, having that wisdom of whether it was them or whether it was you, you can then begin to look forward to your future and plan accordingly. You can now know, okay, in the future, I'm not going to self-sabotage. In the future, I'm not going to be so insecure. In the future, I'm not going to let someone walk all over my boundaries. In the future, I'm not going to be so controlling. Whatever it is for you. Whatever spectrum you're on in that situation, you can now have the closure and the wisdom that you need in order to close that chapter and move forward knowing better, knowing how to do better. And as I say that, your next card out is kindness. Be guided by your heart. Let go of logic and rationality. This is your message of what you do in order to move forward. How to do better in the future. Don't overthink the situations. Don't overthink relationships that may come into your life. Don't live in the past. Be present in the moment and live in an atmosphere of kindness, allowing yourself to be guided by your heart. Let go of logic and rationality and just do what feels right. Do what feels good. Do not try to hold on too tightly. Do not try to control. Do not try to manipulate situations in any sort of way. Just allow yourself to be. Chill out. Live your life. Be authentic to you and see where things flow. Because you are entering a new karmic phase where I feel like things will get easier because you've learned those lessons now. You've gone through this past relationship, this past situation that was hard. Like my heart chakra, it feels heavy. And I feel like it still weighs on you sometime. Like there might be a little bit of guilt relating to that situation. But you know what's about to come in is the Six of Pentacles. What you put out, you will receive back. So if you are putting out kindness, you're going to receive that kindness back. If you're putting out authenticity, you're going to be receiving that authenticity back. If you're putting out pure love just for the sake of love, not expecting anything in return, that is what you will receive. You're literally stepping into a new chapter, Group 1, with that Death card. You are ending that old karmic chapter and you're stepping into this new chapter. Put in the work to learn the lessons that need to be learned. I need a crystal for this card. You have the World. You are closing out this phase. That's literally what this reading about. It just confirmed that yes, you are closing out this phase. Closing out the heartache, leaving it behind. Three of Swords underneath the deck. And you're entering a new period of your life full of love and happiness, reciprocal respect. One where you can relax more in. One where you can be more of yourself. One where you can allow yourself to be held. Or you can hold that other person and not have to worry about what they're thinking or what's really going on in their head. One where you don't have to hide what's really going on in your head. Or you get to be true and authentic. I love that. We're going to get some guidance out from your ancestors. It says, Lord, take charge with authority. You're being called to not be a doormat. Don't let people step all over you in relationships. Set your boundaries. Speak your truth. Stand up for yourself. Do it in a kind way. I mean, you don't have to be a bitch about it, right? But stay strong in your power, because that authority is going to attract the right people to your life, the right people who are going to respect your authority, who's not going to cross your boundaries, who's not going to take advantage of you, the people who are going to hold you accountable and hold themselves accountable too, the people who are going to hold themselves to a high standard and also hold you to a high standard, the people who are going to grow with you, who are going to want to build something with you. I love that. And also, be open to healing information. You might not like what you hear in this message, but it's coming out in the reading right here from your ancestors. Be open to healing message. And there could be someone around you that says something. You could begin a new relationship where they might be like, dude, I think you have some problems around this situation. Hear them out. They're not saying it to be mean. They might see something that you don't see. It could be part of the reason why there was a past karmic relationship within your life. There could be some area of yourself that has not been healed because you are not fully aware of it yet. Someone might tell you, don't bite their head off. Don't shoot the messenger. Allow yourself to hear it. All right, we're going to get some more advice going forward for your relationships. Oops, I guess we want that one. We have compliments. I know how good it feels to get a compliment, so I give that gift to others. I'll find a nice compliment for everyone I interact with today, even if I have to think really hard about it, in which case I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Wow, I'm skilled. And this card actually wanted to show itself in reverse. So I feel like for some of you, Group 1, you're not very good at taking compliments. And that could have been part of the past energy in this in the past relationships of, once again, that self-worth, not being able to take confidence, not being able to see all the good within yourself. So maybe it was hard for you to accept it from someone else. Maybe it was hard for you to accept that someone wanted to love you, someone just wanted to hold on you, right? Learn how to accept compliments because you are worthy of them. There are so many wonderful things about you, and people see that. And the right person is going to want to tell you those things. But also, give compliments. If the people in your life, the relationships that you're trying to pursue, if they're doing something that you like, let them know. That lets them know to keep doing it. If they're wearing a scent that you love, let them know. They'll keep wearing it. If they make a meal for you that you like, let them know. Give compliments. It builds that bond, right? And it lets the other person know that you see them. It lets the other person know that you appreciate them. And when you accept compliments, it lets the other person know that you are open to receiving them. Once again, that Six of Pentacles. Open yourself up to receive. Give and receive. Now, timing is linear, right? So don't put too much stock in this, but I am going to get a timing card to get some insight into when you may begin to feel better. Feel like the weight is lifted a bit on receiving closure from this past situation, where your heart might begin to feel a little bit lighter. Find some peace within this past situation. I just heard you have to give yourself forgiveness. You might need to find forgiveness for the other person within the situation, but also give forgiveness to yourself. Whether that's forgiveness for tolerating bad behavior for too long, forgiveness for being too immature in your own energy at the time. I don't know. Give yourself forgiveness. We have Scorpio, card 8, heal the wounds, 8 weeks, 8 months. So different for all of you, but you have 8 weeks or 8 months is when you're going to begin to feel a bit better. And it really just depends on how long it takes you to heal these wounds. I am a certified life coach, so if you would like to reach out to talk through any feelings or wounds or situations from your past that might be holding on to you, feel free to do so. That is what I do. I want to spend my life helping people to heal the relationships with themselves and with people around them. Also, with the Six of Pentacles, the more that you allow yourself to heal your wounds, the more that the universe is going to be able to pour into you because you'll be ready to receive. And I would like to point out that you have 6, 7, 8, 9. You are making progress, Group 1. You might not see it, but you're getting there. You're almost to that finish line. Soon enough, whatever this pain is, whatever the trauma that you're feeling, it's not going to hurt so much. Your heart won't feel so heavy. That closure that you keep thinking that you need, you're not going to think about it so much because it's going to be there and you won't even realize it's there. And before you know it, you're going to be into a new phase of your life where it's full of this kindness. It feels just full of love. It feels so light and just so chill and free. All right, you received 2 cards. You have, when I lead from a place of love, people respect me. And you have, my kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. 2 cards about kindness. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. All right? Your kindness is a gift unto the world and unto yourself. Be good to yourself. Don't beat yourself up for things that happened in the past. You cannot change the past. Our past is meant to teach us lessons that we take into the future and create our best life. Group 1, I hope this message has resonated with you. I hope it brings you some excitement for your future and where your life will be moving into next. And I hope it helps to bring some closure into your life. If you would like to work with me one-on-one with some coaching to further this healing and closure process, feel free to reach out to me at my email address listed down in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 2. You chose this 13 card. I sometimes wonder if you care. You could have been drawn to another group. They received 2 13 cards, and that 13 card is the death card in tarot. I just heard in my head it was over before it ended. I sometimes wonder if you care. For some of you, I'm getting that this could be a family member that you're thinking about. And just to clarify, this does not have to be a romantic relationship. It could be platonic or with a family member or even with a coworker. And this card was intended to be a message from your person to you. But I feel like this is a question that you often ask yourself too. I sometimes wonder if you care. I feel like this is a situation where you have not been in, many of you have not been in contact with this person for a while. Some of you could still be in contact with this person, but it's still the situation of like, do you even care about me? Like, why am I still here? Sad. But just like the death cards, I want to point out that Yes, in the death card, there is death. There is destruction. But also in the back of the death card, there's always the sun rising. So the sun always rises, group 2. And that is where you need to find your closure. That is where you will find your closure. And knowing that the sun always rises. Just because this situation may not work out, just because whatever may be happening here is happening or did happen, it doesn't mean that something else, something better may not come along. Okay, let's get some tarot cards out for this past situation. These are just more insight into the past situation. We have the Hanged Man, card 12, so this past situation, oh, and then we also have the Nine of Wands showing up. This situation, whatever it was, you both were looking at it from a different perspective. It's like you guys could not see eye to eye, or it's like you couldn't be on the same page at the same time. You could have both had the same intentions. There could have been strong feelings there. There could have been love there on both sides, but it was like you just kept missing each other. Like you could never connect. It just kept missing. And one of you or both of you, either throughout the situation or even before it got going, had built some sort of wall around yourself because of the struggle that you had already endured. This could have been struggle from childhood. It could have been struggle from past relationships. It could have been struggle from within this connection of just always butting heads, always arguing, not seeing eye to eye. There still could have been so much love. There could still be so much love there, but it wasn't working. And at some point, people just built walls up around themselves to the point of being like, someone or both people got to the point of being like, do you still care? Do you even care? Someone could have became very cold and distant, standoffish. And I don't feel like they did it because they did not care anymore. I feel like they did it out of self-preservation. They did it because it was like a defense mechanism. They didn't know what else to do. They almost felt like they were beating their heads against a wall. They felt like they were just constantly fighting and struggling within this connection. Seven of Wands. This could be your energy, or it could be their energy, or it could be both of your energies. Like I said, it could be this energy where you both had the same intentions. It's just that connection just never connected. Let's get some more insight into this. We have chaos and conflict coming out. Card 33. There is a lot of chaos and conflict within this situation. That's why we have this Nine of Wands, where someone put up walls around themselves, or maybe both people put up walls around themselves. It was like, I'm getting this feeling where it seems like someone tried to mold themselves to fit someone else's version of what they should be. They tried to change themselves to make someone else happy, and that didn't work. Once again, these walls could have been built up from a childhood situation. Maybe you or this other person was taught to be a certain way, but that wasn't truly authentic to them. But they never realized that that was not authentic to them. Apply it to your life as it fits. You could be realizing now, group 2, that the way you've been all your life is not your true self. Maybe you've been a bit of a people pleaser, and now you're realizing, damn, I'm a people pleaser. I need to change that because I'm not happy. I'm not living my life for me. Maybe you have always been quiet and never spoke your mind because that's what you were taught in childhood. And now you're starting to learn, I need to speak up for myself or I'm never going to get what I want. Apply it to your life as it fits. But this is where you're needing that closure within this situation. That is where you will find that closure within this situation. There is something about you, I want to say, group 2, because this is about you finding closure, where you weren't being authentic to yourself. And that is why this past connection did not work. Even though there is so much love and mutual respect there. That's why it could not work, because you were this zebra pretending to be a giraffe, like this card is showing. You were not showing your true stripes. And I don't even think you realized it at the time. Let's read this card for you. Chaos and conflict. It says, stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The incessant need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon, the air will clear, and you will be in a much better place than before. For the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before, if you use this time constructively. The prosperity message says, circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces everywhere you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Did you hear the lightning as I was reading? We're talking about storms, and it's literally lightning right now. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. All right, group 2. So if this is a connection that you are no longer in and you're trying to find closure so that you can close this chapter once and for all and move on and find your hero, right? Know that in the past, there is always this opposition, this 9 of Wands energy, this conflict, this need to be right. It's like you were always fighting to get the other person to, like, let's say, come over to your side. Embrace your side of things. Embrace your values. Embrace your traditions. And embrace what you feel is right. That is where you need to find the closure. And even if you're in connection, look at this connection now. Where are you doing those things? Where are you in conflict? Are you always fighting because you want things your way? Your way is not always the right way, first off. And secondly, if someone just does not align with you, they don't align with you. You cannot fit a square peg into a round hole. But do you even know who you really are? Are you holding on to beliefs or ideas, traditions that you were taught from your past, that you just do it out of habit? Are they really even who you are? I feel like this full moon is trying to illuminate and call you into this space of taking a time out and really evaluating who you are, what is important to you, what your morals are, what your values are, what you need within relationships, what your boundaries are, who you are. You know, if you are a very traditional person who, let's say, who believes that the man should be out working and should, do all the yard work, take out the garbage while the woman is home, cleaning the home, making up the home, taking care of the kids, you shouldn't try to force a relationship with the person who thinks everything should be 50-50, right? If you are someone who never wants children and you're dating someone who wants 10 children and you're trying to convince them as to why they're wrong and they should not want children, it's not going to work. If this is a past relationship that you're trying to move on from, think about where you were trying to force something that was never going to fit in the first place. That is where you will find your closure, group 2. Because if you think long and hard about the past situations, you will see those areas. And you'll be like, yeah, I loved him. We had a great time together, but we never would have fit. He was, I don't know, a Satanist and I was a Catholic. I don't know. He was, just apply the situation to your life as it fits. Like, he was allergic to cats and I had 50. I don't know. Just, there is something there that you're missing, that you've been missing. It's like you've been so focused on the good parts of the situation that you're missing that detail that lets you know that no, it absolutely never would have worked. And if this is a current situation that you're still holding on to, that you're trying to make it work, really take a moment to evaluate things and look at what are you trying to force. Because some things you just can't force, you just can't change it. It's who you are, it's who they are. Better to let go in a kind way, with the understanding of we gave it our best. We're just too different. I wish you nothing but love and peace and to find your person, right? All right, your crystal card coming out is Aragonite. Who needs it? Anyone feeling out of alignment, in need of a major reset. When to use it? When it's time to retreat to your shell or step out of it. If you want to be square with the outside world, first you've got to get square with your inside world. Call on Aragonite to help set a healthy, sustainable balance. Find your center. Group 2, you're being called to find your center. You need to find a new perspective within this situation, whatever it was from the past, and gain a fresh perspective on what the future could hold in order to find your closure and move forward into the future. Because it's there, and this Lionsgate portal is waiting for you to be ready to leap into it head first, ready to step into this new blessed karmic phase of your relationships. Find your center. All right, we have create a routine coming out. Having a routine helps you limit procrastination and give you structure. This is something that you can do that will help you to find your closure and move on into this next phase of your life. Create a routine. Come up with a new way of doing things. Start exercising. Have a routine where you get up, meditate, do some yoga, do an exercise, have some coffee or tea, go to work. When you get home, have your routine of what you're going to do. That's going to help you to keep your mind off of thinking about this past situation, because you're only torturing yourself by ruminating on it. And over time, you're going to realize that it's not hard work to not think about it. It just won't come up in your mind anymore, because you're going to be living life. You're going to be so centered, so balanced, so present in the moment that it won't even come up anymore. And it might come up from time to time, but not nearly as much, and it won't hurt nearly as much. You might want to look up master number 33 and angel number 33. There might be additional messages there for you. But also, for me, 3s are about health. It's about taking care of your health, focusing on your health, back to creating a routine. Mind, body, spirit is what I see with the 3s. So focus on yourself is what you're being called to do right now. mind, body, spirit. Create routines that are going to stimulate your mind, that are going to stimulate your spirit and stimulate your body, that are going to improve the health of your mind, body, and spirit. And doing so is going to help you to move past and shake off whatever this energy was from this past relationship and find the closure that you need. Ready to move on for something new. Look, you have the 10 of Swords coming up. It's time to stop distracting yourself. You've been distracting yourself so that you don't have to deal with it. You've been scrolling on your phone, scrolling on social media, watching too much TV, maybe just going out doing too many frivolous things that really don't enrich your life in any way. And thinking about this stuff in the back of your mind, or even in the front of your mind, constantly, just repeatedly, just hurting yourself over and over, group 2. It's time. This Capricorn full moon is the perfect time to decide that enough is enough. It's time to let it go. It's time to move into your future and start living your life, because you deserve better. It doesn't matter what happened. Yes, that could have been a great person. You could have been a great match. There could have been amazing chemistry, but what's done is done. And there could be someone even better waiting for you. It's time to put in the work with the 7 of Pentacles. Start planting new seeds. First, begin by planting seeds into yourself. Planting new seeds into yourself. Seeds of taking care of yourself, creating those new routines. Seeds of becoming more of your authentic self. Discovering more about yourself. What makes you you? What do you need? Who are you? Letting go of any past conditioning that you maybe learned in childhood. Letting go of the need to be right. And just learning more about yourself. And when you do that, you'll be able to step into this role of the Emperor. Someone who is sure of themselves. Someone who doesn't need to argue with anyone or make anyone see their side of anything, because they know who they are. They are so self-assured, so confident that they know who they are. They know what they want. They will not settle for less. And they will not try to change anyone to be something that they're not, because they know time is too precious of a commodity to waste by trying to change someone else. And when you step into that power, that is when you'll be ready to begin this new journey as the Fool. Ready to leap into the next relationship or situation that life has to offer. I love that for you. Wow, it got really dark out there. I keep hoping you can see all the cards. I do everything by the sunlight. Let's get some messages out from your ancestors. You have Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. Exactly. Focus on you. Mind, body, spirit. Unlock the magic within. There's something within you that's waiting to come out. I don't know what it is. Only you will know, group 2. And only you will know when you find it. And I feel like you won't find it until you create these new routines. Until you focus on yourself and find your center. Focusing on you again. Discovering who you are again. Or for the first time even. Some of you may take up running and realize that you can run marathons. And you're going to feel so proud of yourself, right? And you might meet someone while running marathons. Who knows? It's going to be different for all of you. So take it as it resonates. But I feel like there's going to be something that you've never allowed yourself to actually do before. But you're going to step into it because you're now focusing on yourself. And when you do, it's like, it's going to just be like a storm of like new things coming in. More thunder happening as I say that, right? Like this storm of just new experiences, new emotions and feelings and relationships We have cleansing. Feeling bogged down by the weight of 1,000 thoughts, feelings, boxes of mystery objects lurking in your closets? Consider this a prescription to clean house, mentally, physically, literally, figuratively, and anything else that applies adverbally. It's hard to make room for new connections and experiences when every bit of your emotional space is cluttered with psychic bric-a-brac. So enjoy a major guilt-free flush out. And not to worry, you can always find new psychic bric-a-brac in the metaphorical clutter section of Craigslist. Exactly. Once again, focus on you. Take time to just do you. Cleanse away the energy of the past relationship. Cleanse away any guilt. Cleanse away the negative thoughts. Cleanse away going round and round in your head about what happened. Start new routines. Get out of your funk. Shake it off. And start living again. All right, so as always, time is linear, so take this with a grain of salt because this will be different for all of you based on the choices that you make. But we are going to get a card here to see when you could potentially start feeling better, feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit freer from this situation, you know, having received the closure that you need. All right, you have Libra, card 7. Enjoy your time. 7 weeks or 7 months. So depending on your situation, how fast and deeply you dive into this cleansing process, you could start feeling better within 7 weeks or 7 months. But enjoy your time. Enjoy this time of focusing on you, of pouring back into yourself, group 2. Of treating yourself like the emperor that you are. Treating yourself as the main character of your own story, because you are. And we're going to get one closing message for you to help you through this process. It says, I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. You're being called to set yourself free, group 2. This has been your message all about the closure that you need in order to end this karmic cycle within your life and begin the new blessed karmic cycle with this 8/8 Lionsgate portal. Group 2, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if you like a one-on-one reading or some private coaching sessions to help you come up with a game plan to help you move forward that much quicker, feel free to reach out to me at my email address listed down in the description box. And I look forward to reading for you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, group 3. You chose this Listen to Your Heart card, and this will be your message all about dropping those zeros and finding your heroes, finding the closure that you need with this Capricorn full moon, and moving into your blessed karmic relationship cycle with this 8/8 Lionsgate portal. So, before I get into your full messages here, as I was shuffling your cards, a song came into my head as your card pile selector came out, and it was Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams, an old school song from way back when. You might want to look it up. It might be a song that you know and resonate with. But this energy that I came in, it was really sort of this bittersweet energy. And honestly, as I started filming your pile, it started raining outside. And it's still giving me that bittersweet sort of feeling. Like, it's not dark outside. It's still kind of light outside, but it's raining. It's just bittersweet. And I'm almost getting like this motherly kind of energy. So some of you could be thinking about a mother. I should have clarified, this does not have to be a relationship reading. It could be family, friends, co-workers. Use it for whatever you need to use it for. But it's this energy of like, I did the best I could. They just want you to do what is best for you. You could have been the one that decided to walk away. And that's why I was sort of getting that mother figure or a parental figure. Like maybe you just walked away. Maybe along with that song, Everything I Do It For You. Maybe whoever this person was in your life, maybe they did some things wrong and no excuses for it, right? They could have done some things really wrong, but in their mind, they thought they were doing the right thing for you. And when it comes to it, at the end of the day, I feel like they're trying to give you closure, and my heart chakra is lighting up and my whole body just got the tingles for you. It's like they're trying to offer you that closure of do what's best for you. If you feel that you need to walk away, if you feel that you need to not have me in your life in order to be okay, do that. Does it make me sad? Absolutely. Am I proud of you that you are able to stand up for yourself? Yes. Am I proud of you that you feel that you can go out and do this yourself on your own? Yes. Listen to your heart. Do what you need to do. It's what your person would like you to know. Okay, let me get a crystal to cover up this card. But you have the Lovers coming out as your first tarot card. So for some of you, this could have been a love situation with a romantic partner. You also have the Hanged Man coming out. You could have been drawn to another group because this came out in another group. And underneath the deck, you have the Ten of Swords. So ultimately, what I'm getting with this is that in the past, a decision needed to be made. And one of you made a decision. There was definitely love here within this connection, group 3. But the way that one or both of you was seeing this connection, it was just all off. Like you just weren't seeing it eye to eye within this situation. You were seeing it one way, they were seeing it another way. What they thought they were doing was right, you were not seeing it as right. What you thought you were doing is right, they weren't seeing it as right. It just was not connecting. Very similar to another pile. And a decision needed to be made. And ultimately, someone had to listen to their heart and walk away. And if you're still in connection with this person, you're being called to listen to your heart. What is your heart telling you to do? Is your heart telling you that this can work? If it is, then it's time to look for a fresh perspective on the situation. It's time to look to maybe seek a new perspective. Maybe get some counseling. And if your heart is telling you that this can't work, then it's time to finish that chapter of the book and move on. Look, we have soulmates coming out. Card 41. Wow. Once again, so much love within this situation. So bittersweet. So much love here. And just because we're soulmates doesn't mean we're meant to be with that person or these people. Doesn't mean we're meant to stay in each other's lives. It just means that at some point we had some sort of soul contract to fulfill some objective within each other's lives. It doesn't mean that we have to stay though, group 3. But let's read card 41. It says, consider love in the deepest sense, love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you are meant to be.
Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. Prosperity message says, strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others. Mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for.
So with the relationship message, whatever this situation was or is to you, group 3, know that it was destined to happen. It was a part of your soul plan and this person's soul plan for you both to have this experience to activate one another. If you are no longer in relationship to this person, know that they came to activate you, to get you to open up to more of yourself, to a power within yourself that you don't even know about yet. And you the same for them. Even if you are still in connection with this person, that is what it came to do for you. And especially if you're no longer in relationship to this person, know that it came to help propel you to a future moment in your life where you would be connected to the soulmates who were meant to stay. Relationships, business partners, friendships, right? Listen to your heart. I feel like whatever your situation is, whether you're with this person or not, you know deep down that this person was a soulmate. You know that they had a very special meaning in your life. And that's why it's been hard to find closure within the situation. That's why it's been hard to maybe make a decision to walk away, even though you're not happy. Because you know the connection is there. But just because you have that soul bond does not mean that you're meant to be together forever. So really think about the situation. And if you're no longer in connection, find peace in knowing that yes, everything you felt was 100% real. It was 100% authentic. You have a soul bond. Your souls knew each other before you incarnated on this planet. But your mission together was to activate each other, to teach you the important lessons, to give you the wisdom necessary to propel you forward towards the people that you are meant to be with in this lifetime. Your crystal card coming out is green calcite. It says, who needs it? Anyone who finds themselves in the forest of doubt without a map. Libras. When to use it? When your heart is asking for something, but you, aren't listening. The heart wants what it wants. The mind wants what it thinks the heart should want. Call on the energy of green calcite to nudge that push and pull in the heart's favor. Live out your heart's desire. You're not listening to your heart, group 3. Listen to your heart. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. You have listened to your heart, and you have when your heart is asking for something, but you aren't listening. Oh my gosh, I can't make this up. You aren't listening to your heart. Your heart is trying to tell you, and you already know. You already know something. Stop trying to force whatever it is you're trying to force. Stop trying to hold on to whatever it is you're trying to hold on to. Stop trying to make sense of things that you just can't make sense of. How do you really make sense of soulmates? How do you make sense of there being so much love within a connection? How do you make sense of your family no longer being your family anymore? Whatever it is for you. How do you make sense of that? You can't. It's hard to, unless you do it in a spiritual sense. And that spiritual sense is this person was never meant to stay in your life. This person came to activate you, to push you more into your power, to activate your power so that you can go off into the world. You can step into this 8/8 portal in 2024, into this new blessed karmic relationship cycle where you can find the people who are meant to last. We have receive coming out. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. You're not allowing yourself to be open to receive. It's like, you know what your heart is telling you. You know your heart is telling you that there's more out there waiting for you. You know your heart is telling you that, like, it just wasn't meant to be. And it's like, you don't want to hear it because this was your soulmate. And yes, it was absolutely your soulmate. Maybe they chose to leave you. Maybe the universe, maybe God called them back from you. Maybe you chose to step away because it was really kind of toxic. And it was hard. Absolutely, it was hard. But you know what? It was meant to be. Allow it to be. Stop living in the past. The present moment is the gift. That is what the universe is trying to give you. Be open to receiving that. Live out your heart's desire. You can't live out your heart's desire living in the past. It's time to create a change, group 3, a change in your life. A change of no longer holding on to what was and instead focusing on what could be. Focusing on what is. Because there's so much waiting to come into your life. There are wonderful connections waiting to come into your life. There are gifts waiting for you to just receive them and open them. If only you would open up your heart. I keep going back to this key here and the lock on this penguin's chest. It's like you think that this person, that this situation, like it was the only key to your heart, and that's not true at all. It was maybe one key, but I assure you, the universe made more. And once you accept that this wasn't the only thing or person who could make you happy, who could make you laugh, who could make you feel seen or heard or whatever it was, once you accept that and begin to live in the present moment, allowing yourself to see what's out there, see what comes your way, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. You have the Chariot coming out. It's time to move forward. It's time to move forward. No longer living in the past. Set your course for the future, group 3. Listen to your heart. Where is your heart leading you to? Because it's trying to lead you somewhere. For some of you, it could even lead you right back to this person. Oops, I just dropped some cards. Okay, this kept coming out. I'm not going to take it, but you have the Ace of Cups. There's a new beginning trying to come in. A new love, a new lease on life, you following your heart, you following your intuition, a new way of living where it's like your heart, your cup just overflows with love and joy. Stop living in the past. It's time to move forward. I don't even know if any more tarot cards want to come out for you because that's the ultimate message. It's time to move forward. Yes, if you needed to know, this person was a soulmate. This connection was a soulmate. Yes, that is your closure. It's okay to reminisce. 6 of Cups. It's okay to look back fondly on the memories that you had. It's okay to also remember the not so great times. but you still have this 10 of Cups waiting for you in your future. So don't spend so much time here in your past focused on what was, because you have something amazing, something so much better waiting for you in the future. 10 of Cups, that's your ultimate happiness and fulfillment. What is your heart craving? What is your heart wanting? Because it's waiting for you. The universe is literally waiting for you to make a decision to go after it. How's that for closure, group 3? Your ancestor message says, Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. That's that 6 of Cups energy. Yes, take time to reflect on what was. Yes, this was a soulmate. It was a beautiful connection. You had some great times. It just wasn't meant to be. And I feel like accept that. Find acceptance within it. Sometimes the answers are just so spiritual and so ethereal that it's hard to wrap our heads around. And I feel like that this is your situation. This person just was not meant to last. They came to activate you, to help you to fully open your heart to what's waiting for you in the future. Because I feel like without knowing the love that they brought into your life, without knowing maybe the excitement, I don't know, whatever they brought into your life, without knowing that, you would not be able to fully open yourself up to it in the future. Your next card out is Solidarity. I respect the power of solidarity and look for opportunities to unleash it. When a loved one has something tough, I'll heed their often silent but sometimes loud and whiny call and participate in the toughness with them. Everything is easier with the partner, cohort, sidekick joins you. The only thing that's not easier is feeling resentment, which I suppose is the overall point. Something that you can do in the future is to, maybe in a future relationship or just to help you move forward in general, is to help yourself to find solidarity. Don't isolate yourself from people. Show up and help others when they need help. Ask for help when you need help. Also, in future relationships, make sure that there is solidarity. Make sure that future relationships show up and help you when you need help. Make sure that you're showing up and helping future relationships when they need help. Receive, give, and receive. This next card is a timing card. And timing is not linear, so take it with a grain of salt, because it all depends on you. When you decide to take action, how quickly you move. But this next timing card, it will give us some insight into when you may begin to feel a little bit better after having this closure. When you may begin to feel a little bit lighter and freer from this situation. And you receive the 1 card. It is almost going too fast. 1 day, 1 week. So some of you could be feeling better as soon as 1 day or 1 week. Take it as it resonates. But I mean, maybe all you needed to hear was, yes, this person was a soulmate. It didn't work. It wasn't meant to work, because there's something better waiting for you. There's an even greater soulmate waiting for you. And that could be all that you needed. We're going to get 1 final card out, just a final message to help you find the closure that you need. to move forward into this next phase of your life. And it says,
I trust my intuition is always leading me in the right direction. Once again, listen to your heart. Trust your intuition. You are being led in the right direction. If you felt the need to walk away from someone in the past, know that that was the right decision. If someone walked away from you in the past, know that was the right decision. Your intuition is going to lead you to exactly where you need to go to reach this 10 of Cups, your ultimate happiness and fulfillment. And that is your blessed new karmic cycle that is about to start with this 8/8 Lionsgate portal. And I'm so happy for you, Group 3. If this resonated, please take a moment to like, comment, and share. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you would like to schedule a private reading or some one-on-one coaching sessions, feel free to reach out to me at my email address listed down in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Goodbye.